Good, whatever it is. I'm Antalous. Welcome to Osiris New Dawn. So, Osiris New Dawn is kind of a colonization game, like it is, but that's not quite how it presents itself. Basically, you're trying to get back to Earth. We're going to start up a new game. I've been playing it a little bit off camera, so we're gonna, let's see, create new avatar. I don't think that creates a new game. And currently, Scientist is the only one implemented. I like the U.N.E. We're going to go to our customization options though, because I think his suit color is a little bit on the boring side, honestly. But I got to find something that I also like too, so this hopefully won't take super long, but we'll see. Sure, we'll go with that, except for I don't feel like that light glow should be orange. Go with more like a yellow. So create. Oh, right, I have to choose a name. So, yeah, I don't know either. I've already used Antalous, so we're going to use a random one. Arctic Looper. Interesting. Let's see. Randy Parkell, it is, I guess. So, we can adjust a few things here. Aliens, I'm going to bring down. We don't want none. Attack damage we're going to bring down as well, just because I don't like dying. Like, it's incredibly tedious, and I'm bringing all these up just because I think it needs to be. Universe name, ooh, I'm going to go with just my standard here, which is Aegea. It's a name I came up with in high school, and yes, I know that's not how you'd normally spell it, but it's partially my initials actually. So we're going to go ahead and create that and wait for it to load. It's going to take a little bit given it's creating a new universe. See, it's at 2% on the universe creation. So I guess I have some time to explain. So in Osiris New Dawn, you're part of an exploration team and you've headed out to explore another solar system, and things went wrong and you crash landed. But in the lore for this game, I've never seen it talk about another person. So I guess you were the only one. So anyways, we're going to land right here and wait for it to load. Just a moment. So we've got a breach in our suit. We're going to fix that real quick just by using duct tape. It's magical. I know. So we've got a few things. First, we're going to want to get our inflatable dome from here. So grab F. Survival kit. I'm gonna want all of these eventually. Ammo box. Yes, we very much want a gun, just because who knows what we're gonna find out here, and I'm pretty sure at least some of what we're gonna find is going to be aliens that want us dead. So there's plutonium, I want to say, uranium, some radioactive material over there. We're gonna set up right here, and we're going to run to do that. So I'm thinking if we just set up here, that will work out nicely. So we're going to open our inventory real quick and build this. So this inflatable dome is kind of our first area that we get to live. And we're going to put it right. Oh, right. The mouse button rotates, doesn't build. So press F and then hold the mouse. I keep making the mistake of clicking to get through that, and then half the time I build it at like 1%. So here's our habitat, and we can walk inside, and a little bed to sleep on. Ooh, we've saved. Whew, that was hard work. Okay. So next thing that we need to do is we need to get some resources, and I'm going to fly real quick because flying's so much faster. And as far as I can tell, you have like infinite fuel for this just by holding space. So this is our little droid. He's going to help us. So you follow me. And we can rename him too. I should rename him because in his current name, let's go back to him real quick. Osiris Mission Personal Assistant is kind of a bit of a mouthful. So we're going to run over here. I'm pretty sure this is the same starting location I had when I tested it out. I put a couple hours in this just to see what it was like, how to play it, make sure I wasn't going into this completely 100% blind. And it's fairly good. Lots of walking around, which can be expected in this type of game. but I like some of the systems they have. I like also, we're gonna wait for a little droid, but I like being able to see this planet over here, and that they made sure to have a small blue star. Like, I guess I'm assuming it's small. So anyways, we have a planet with rings. We have, looks like an Earth-like planet, and yes, that is moving. Like, if I pull out the gun and put the crosshairs, we'll go on the very top. It's moving. So I like that little detail. And where's our personal assistant dude? Oh, there he is. Heh, I made you go the wrong way. Sorry. Titanium. Okay, that will be useful. So base metal, this is actually what we want. And we're going to use our little droid friend here to do that. So if we wait for him to get close. Oh, I can't actually tell him to mine right now? Do I have to have mined first? Oh, because I don't have anything set up. So you actually, we're going to have you stay here. And every time you mine, you drop some of the resources. I think every time at least. I don't always find it. So, yep, there it is, a chunk of things. So we're going to grab that. So there are base metal rocks as well as, I forget what they're called. Basically higher metal rocks that have more resources, more rare resources in them. So we're going to do base metal for now because that's really what we need. Ooh, iron and more iron. And let's look at our mission. So when exploring a planet, you can toggle your view. Yep. Oh look, we can change our view, and he looks weird. That's quite the weird stance, but whatever. Although I like the little jets on his arms. Or maybe those aren't jets, just on his feet. So we're going to go back to our normal first-person view. And then, so one thing that we want to create is a depository. We need more iron and aluminum, or aluminium, depending on where you're from, how you want to pronounce that. So that will let us store our resources. And once we have a place to store it, that little robot can collect resources for us, I've found out, which is quite useful. Because I can go finding new things and he can be mining these base metal rocks, which respawn after a period of time. Which I also set to be the minimum period of time. And mine. Oh, there it is. How are we doing? Okay, we have enough iron, we need aluminum. Precious metal, it might be included in a precious metal. It might not. Also, if you have a tool out, you travel more slowly and don't make it as far per flight. Titanium. More titanium. Titanium. Are we gonna get any aluminum? Copper. We're gonna need a fair amount of copper later, actually, so. Precious metal. Base metal. That will work. More base metal over there. Got out our chisel. To iron. Aluminum. And that is magnesium. So I still think we don't have enough. I think it's 6 we need. Huh. Where will? Oh, there's some. Okay, how are we doing? Utilities, depository, we got it. Okay. And apparently I had it a little while ago. So we're going to use that compass in the top left corner to fly back to our start position. Our droid dude is staying. Maybe I'll tell him to follow me. Because I don't actually know the exact amount of time it takes to respawn resources. And I do know that there's more resources elsewhere. So we can send them after those and just kind of get going on things. So we'll run up here, back to our little base. Or I guess running is the wrong word, we're flying back to our base. So here we go. There doesn't seem to be any fall damage in this either, which I think is a pretty good choice actually. Like, I've fallen from pretty far heights and there's not really a way to stop yourself sometimes. And so no fall damage means I survived, like, jumping off a mountain. which was fun. Open, and we'll deposit these things. Okay. So we want to create a forge now. Utilities forge. So we need iron, titanium, and plutonium. Actually, we probably have everything but plutonium right now. Oh, we can set them to mine stuff for us. So we're actually going to run over here real quick. I think I remember there being resources over here. Yeah. So there's iron, there's aluminum, and there's base metal right here. So we're just going to set down and buy some of the base metal and wait for him to catch up. He's a little on the slow side, but he is coming. How are we doing on our day? We're around halfway right now. Come on. And you, we can now tell him to patrol and mine. So we tell him an area, and I'm going to tell him this rock, set target, and now he's going to mine that as long as we don't interrupt him for. So there he goes. I don't want to look at him because that interrupts him. He gets easily distracted apparently. So we're going to head back up here, head to that plutonium. And it's getting dark already. Like, I enjoy this game, but it makes it really hard to record when things are like pitch black. Oh, we also want to get the survival kit because I had it disappear on me last time before I grabbed everything. Luckily, I became self-sufficient pretty quickly, so we're going to just run back and drop this off. So it wasn't too big of a problem. It was just a little bit annoying though. And it probably disappeared when I logged out, honestly. So I do want to make sure that we get some alien encounters, and you can edit the world settings, it looks like. So if we don't get a few sometime soon, I'll edit it in the next couple of videos so we could get a few more. Some of the alien encounters are a little bit annoying though. Like there's a giant worm thing that's will basically just kill you without any warning. To plutonium. Let's mine this whole rock. I'm sure this is incredibly safe too. Let me just grab radioactive resources with my hands and carry them in my spacesuit. Brilliant plan, sir. And we'll head back. Man, the sun's directly overhead. And it's still really dark. Probably because it's raining slightly. Like, there are a lot of nice weather effects too. So, oh, I missed. Spawn position is right here, which means we're down here. Okay. I need a few more things that give off light. Okay. Don't look at him, don't look at him. Oh, I need to grab resources. Sub-depository. We need iron and titanium. And we'll open this up. Utilities. We're going to build a forge. And I can never remember which way is forward on this thing. Oh. I would guess this is. So we're going to confirm that build and build it to 100%. Yay. So we can now build a few other things, like we can go in here, we can build steel, glass, we can build a shovel, which means that we'll need steel to build a shovel. So let's see, we need magnesium and aluminum to do that, and we'll drop off our plutonium. I wonder if he's kind of forgotten what he was doing already. I don't think I have enough to build a whole shovel right now, unfortunately, either. We have 2 steel plates worth, and we need 3, as well as 4 more aluminum. Okay. Go ahead and follow me. Eh. I think this was slightly closer than the other place, but I'm not sure. So those over there are gas vents. Iron? Do I want him to get iron? Or aluminum? I'm gonna set him to aluminum? Or should I try the base metal again? Come on. Come, little droid dude. I'll get some iron in the meantime. Hit a rock with a hammer. Is he not coming? I don't even hear him. Okay, we'll run over here and just grab some of this base metal. And I think we've just about got enough. That should be enough aluminum. 10, yeah. And then we gotta head towards our spawn position. So the spawn position resets whenever you load the world. It's just wherever you loaded from. So if you save and exit out in the middle of nowhere, your spawn position will be out in the middle of nowhere. So our next goal is the habitat. And honestly, that's probably a bit longer. Yeah, I think he's stuck. Can you? Okay. So follow me. There we go. I've never had him get stuck before. Okay, come on. Come on, little robot dude. Flying robot dude. Stay. Okay. So we'll go back here and craft another steel. And we gotta grab the steel out of the inventory to craft a shovel. Now the shovel is necessary to get sand to make glass. Because the next thing that we need to do is, if we go under structures, we need to build a habitat, and that will take 10 glass. Luckily, glass is pretty easy to get. So we take our shovel, and watch this, you're going to want to pay close attention, and dig. And it's 2 sand per piece of glass. And as far as I can tell, you never have to move. So we need 20 sand just to put down the base. So let's see. 4, 8, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And that has been counting with Antalous. So we'll build our glass and grab it out. And then what else do we need? Structure. We need 15 steel plates. And we're out of magnesium. Okay. So we don't need the glass, we don't need the iron or the aluminum. We don't need the shovel anymore. Let's drop off half of the ammo. Okay. Okay. Let's see if this other base metal has respawned. It was over here, I believe. So that's chlorine gas, if I recall right, which we'll need eventually. But gas is kind of a pain to get. Yay, it's back. Okay. I've never had him have an issue with mining this one, and for some reason he's had issues with the other ones on the other side that I tried to have him mine. I thought if I just did it differently that it would work. But he's seemed to work on doing this every time. We don't need the light right now. How much day do we have left? Not super much. So we'll let him come down here. Hi. I want you to patrol and mine right here. Go. Okay, and then we'll find the next base metal rock, or magnesium specifically. Although we do need aluminum, and there was an aluminum rock somewhere. Titanium. Precious metal. Maybe there wasn't an aluminum rock. Another base metal. So we'll head over to that and just get some of this mined. How much do we have? Aluminum, a decent amount. No magnesium. Was magnesium a precious metal by any chance? Oh, we should grab that copper while we're here too. Because I know we'll need this pretty soon. So one thing that is nice is as you level up, your speed of doing these things increases. And so we'll be able to mine a bit faster, we'll get a little bit better at combat, which we haven't actually had yet. And like I said, I might have to upgrade or up the alien spawn frequency in order to get that to actually happen. Huh. No magnesium from there. Precious metal. Base metal. Base metal. Let's try a base metal again, because I had some before and I think it was from base metal. Mining proficiency up, see? So one thing to know is you do have a carry limit and you can actually carry more than that, but after 200% like you can't mine anymore, and still no magnesium. So it slows you down, but it doesn't prevent you from doing a lot of things until you're at twice what you should be able to carry. And let's see. You also you have difficulty moving. Like as you get more and more full, it's harder to move, understandably. So let's just explore over here. Ooh, gold. That will be useful later. Actually, I'm gonna grab a chunk of that. And by chunk, I probably mean all of it. Don't drop the gold. So gold is, from what I can tell, it's useful in making electronics. I didn't get that far. I built my habitat, a few other things. And it was good. It was helpful. Like, I liked having it, but it takes so long to build. Like, I was really tempted to say, let's just stay in our inflatable dome, but then we could never really get anything if that happened. Also, how has he not finished a load yet? We'll run back to the base and drop this off, see if he's back yet. Because last time I tested this, he did this circularly, like he would go mine, drop it off. He seems to be having issues with the way the cargo container is facing. So maybe what we need to do is we'll build one on this other side a little bit more in the open. So utilities, and of course I don't have enough iron or aluminum. Do I have more of both of those? I don't need the copper, I don't need the gold or the titanium. And I do have more. I wish it would auto stack too. So we'll run over here and utilities, depository. We'll just kind of build it away from everything. Like eventually we will need more of these anyways, so it doesn't really hurt us. It's just we don't need more now. Okay. Does he figure it out? It doesn't seem like it. You can open your inventory and it shows nothing. Absolutely nothing. Which it usually does, which I find a bit strange. So anyways, I'll get that figured out off camera. I think that's been, yeah, it's been a little bit over how long I wanted to record. So this is Osiris New Dawn. Let me know what you think of it. It's got some pretty cool things that you can do. It's a little less creative than Space Engineers given its prefab structures, but it's also a lot of fun too. I imagine it will be a lot of fun running around in some of the vehicles and ships that they've made and mechs. So I'm Antalous. I will catch you later.